Achalam Pungam Langai Tegrim Yatkrupatamum and the Shiranataranam Paramanandamavam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram. Hare Krishna. So today we are, hope everyone is doing very well, and we are doing this starting Chaitanya Charitamrita, practically every day except Sunday, except Sunday. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you consider Bhagavad Gita is graduation and Bhagavatam is considered post-graduation, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered a PhD, this is especially for scholars. I mean, it's for people, not scholars, I'm sorry, seeking absolute truth. Those who want God is different, absolute truth is different. Paratattva, Advaya Jnana Paratattva. So those people who want to realize absolute truth, including scholars, of course, and for them, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada says you have so many schools for kindergarten, first grade, second grade, fifth grade, 10th grade, but you don't see so many PhD, so many universities offering PhD actually. So where it is needed, we will go a little elaborately. Otherwise, sometimes we go concise based on the time. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, so it is Adi Leela, Madhya Leela, and Antya Leela. And as it was written by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, when he was practically very close to 90 to 100 years, almost blind, and his arthritis because of the old age. And when you become 95, 100 years, your hands will be shaking. So he says, with all these deficiencies, still my pen is moving. So in India, throughout my life, prior to coming to ISKCON, I'm a Krishna consciousness, prior to coming to Bhakti Path, I saw all this confusion, even though there was a lot of knowledge. I saw a lot of confusion, and don't know what to do, where to go. People know so many verses, people quote so many verses, people do a lot of yajnas, yantras, tantras, and mudras, all these things, but they have different conceptions, and I concluded, I think spirituality is something impossible, and I concluded this is all confusion. Be happy with whatever you have. But then I came across the devotees, started studying Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Eventually, initially, whatever they were telling, why only, what is that, Krishna, what is this, you people are fanatic, something like that. So I also really, what is this all about? And this is not what I heard in my life. So I mean, I love Krishna. Then I started reading. Then this is like when the sun comes, the darkness is dispelled. So then the bhakti path is so powerful, especially bhakti path initiated, the path of bhakti initiated by Lord Chaitanya. Simple, easy. Krishna says, Sushukam kartum avyayam. You know, and Lord Chaitanya made it so easy. Like wherever you are, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Gruha tako, vane tako, sada hari bole tako. Wherever you are, stay where you are and practice bhakti. You'll attain the perfection of life. In this life, wow. That is the advantage of Kali Yuga. People curse themselves, for having taken birth in Kali Yuga. But once we read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we appreciate, you know. So, because the process made easier, you know. But the first today is introduction. From tomorrow onwards we'll go. The first chapter, Adalila. The 14 verses are described to talk about absolute truth. Then, in Bhakti tradition, we have three things: Sambandha, Avideya, Prayojana. So those of you who have studied Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Krishna 2.12 Bhagavad Gita 213 actually, but 1 is 1 to 2.30, 18 verses are very specific. 2.13 to 2.29. You are not the body, spirit, soul. That is the first connection, first lesson of bhakti. In bhakti, Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, the bhakta, devotee, and the process bhakti is eternal. So sambandha means, why should I first of all come to these programs? Why should I learn about, why should I seek about spirituality? Why should I seek about spirituality? If God is there, so what? No, they have a relationship. Sambandha. We are a part and parcel. You know, we are part and parcel of God. So we are connected with God. So Bhagavad Krishna says in Gita, Bhagavad Gita is a song spoken by God, but Bhagavatam is spoken by devotees about God. But Chaitanya Charitamrita is filled with pure devotees. Prahlad Maharaj onward, if you Prahlad Maharaj, pure devotee. But we see, in other places, what is that? Ajamil chanted, just he called his name. So he come to know the power of the holy name in sixth canto. And Dhruva Maharaj, Ardhardi, he went to forest to ask a kingdom. But the real pure devotional service in Bhagavatam starts from, and the story wise, Prahlad Maharaj. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita, everyone is like that. Everyone is a pure devotee. I don't know. Mahabhagavad devotee, everyone actually. So, so we have a relationship. So the deity, so Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad established Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So this is wonderful. That what is that? 1.1.3. Of Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says, you all know, Vadanti tattva vidastatum yajnanam advayam brahmeti bhagavan iti bhagavan iti brahmeti paramatma iti bhagavan iti shabdate. So Chaitanya Charitamrita starts that impersonal Brahman. is an effulgence, bodily effulgence of Supreme Lord. That super soul is a localized plenary portion, of the Supreme Lord, and Krishna is that Swayam Bhagavan. Krishna, that Bhagavan is a Krishna, who is Supreme Lord. For him, this effulgence is only his. This Brahman is his bodily effulgence. Means Brahman is dependent on him. Like a tube light. If you switch off the tube light, there is no light. So, in other words, so Krishna, when he triggers the Brahman effulgence, then Brahman effulgence is there. So Vamandev, he does that. He exhibited that. So super soul is locally, it's a localized, a plenary portion, but the Bhagavan is a self-same supreme personality of Godhead. Shadaiswarya Purna Bhagavan. The six supplements is infinite. He has a, what is that? He has a, the six supplements is at infinite level. Perfection and full. So Ittijamvikalapusa Krishna is the Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is that self-same supreme personality of Godhead. God is a person. So Lord Chaitanya, the incarnation of Krishna, Lord Chaitanya is a Krishna incarnated in Kali Yuga, who has a, this Brahman effulgence is, the Brahman is his bodily effulgence, Paramatma is a localized feature. And he has come to bestow, Anarbhita Charam Kurane Avatirnakalo, Samarpeti Munatojal Rasam, Swabhakti Swim, Swabhakti Priyam, Aripurata Sundara Kadamba Sandipita, Smartava Sachinandana. This verse. So Lord Chaitanya, he has come to bestow what no other incarnation has ever bestowed. Krishna Prema. Freely. Freely. So Radha Krishna Pranay Vikritala Hladani Shakti Rasmat Ekatmano Bhupura Api Bhupura Deha Bhito Gatoto Sri Chaitanyakyam Prakatamadana Tadvayam Chakimaptam Radha Bhava Swalita Nomi Krishna Surupam. Radha and Krishna, they're actually, what is that? they're always, they're one identity. And they have separated themselves eternally. But they have come together. Actually Radha and Krishna, they're eternally separate, they're eternally united. It's a contradiction. And when they are eternally separate, they're Radha and Krishna. When they're together, it is Lord Chaitanya. So, this Lord Chaitanya, he has manifested with the sentiments of Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. So, the six manifestations of Krishna, the six manifestations of Lord Chaitanya, actually the first chapter discusses only the six manifestations. One, the spiritual masters. Two, the devotees. The pure devotees. Pure devotees are two types. Sadhakas, neophytes, beginners, and parishads, or advanced Mahabhagavad devotees, liberated souls. Third one, incarnations, different types of incarnations. The fourth one, the Krishna's, the potencies of the Supreme Lord. And the sixth one, actually, plenary portions. The fifth one is plenary portions. The sixth one, the Supreme Lord himself. We'll see again. First was spiritual masters. Second is the devotees. Third is incarnations. Fourth is plenary portions. Fifth is potencies. Sixth is Supreme Lord. So these six are mentioned in the first chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. You know, then after establishing the identity of Lord Chaitanya, then uh, before these six manifestations, what is the identity of Lord Chaitanya? Radha Krishna Pranaya Kirtara Ahladini Shakti Rasmat. So the what is that? The loving exchange between Radha and Krishna, they are the exhibition of internal potency, internal energy, Ahladini Shakti. So their internal energy means it is beyond the idea or beyond the reach of any conditioned soul. So Krishna, what is that? Atma Rama, self-satisfied. Atma Ramaschamanaya Nirgrandha Pirukrame Kurvanta Hitikam Bhakti Mittam Bhutaganori. It's given in Bhagavatam. So he's very self-satisfied. Why is satisfied? So for example, we want to have happiness, we just go eat gulab jamun. We scrape our tongue to be, we want to enjoy, we need something outside, some matter. But Krishna is not like that. Why? Why is self-satisfied? Because the pleasure potency is within in himself. So because it is there inside, it is within. He doesn't need to look elsewhere. Doesn't need to look outside. So that Radha and Krishna, their one identity. So Radha and Krishna, Eka Atma, Dui Dehadari. So for the aspect of enjoyment means there should be two. So there should be two. For that reason, Radha and Krishna, there's this they separate themselves, but originally they're only one in identity. But they're united together. It's Lord Chaitanya. Then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he brings about what is that? Nityananda Prabhu. He offers the prayers, right? He offers the prayers. Um, he offers the prayers. No, he's offering prayers and he's establishing Lord Chaitanya as Lord, non-different from Radha and Krishna. Yes, Krishna, he has come to relish the moods of relish the uh, relish the mood of Radharani. Then these three, what is that? Offering obeisances to these three deities. Sambandha. I started with Sambandha actually, but Sambandha, we are spirit soul, part and parcel of God. But today we have forgotten because we are covered by Maya. So we need the mercy. We need the mercy. So the deity to give us the knowledge about our relationship with Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is Madan Mohan. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami offers praise to Madan Mohan. Jayata Sarada Pangar Mumanda Matergiti Matsarasa Padam Bojo Radha Madan Mohan. So we are, very weak. Having been caught in the clutches of Maya, we are totally weak. Pangum Langa, lame practically. So we need help. So we need to take shelter of this deity, Radha Madan Mohan. Then the process. What is the process? We indulge in the process of bhakti. So we understood we are not the body but a spirit soul. And spirit soul part and parcel of Krishna. So Ekaleshwara Krishna Rasava Bhritya. Krishna is supreme, master, rest are all his servants. So, so we are part and parcel of Krishna. So how to realize that? The process, sadhana bhakti. The deity for that is Govinda Dev, Radha Govinda Dev. दिव्याद वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमाद श्रीमद रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद Radha Srila Govinda Deva Prishtali Sevyamana Smara. So then he offers praise to Radha Govinda. Then okay, when you do the process, what happens? People come to programs. Every program has an end, some result. What is the result? Prasad. And of course, knowledge also, purification also, association also. But there is one more end goal, that is prasad. Likewise, what is the prayojana? What is the end goal? You know, when we perform bhakti, then we become purified and we realize, in experience with not theory. We realize we are not the body, so we realize our swarupa. And in our spiritual form, we realize our relationship with Krishna, and we go back to attain the love of God. We go back to spiritual world, and in our spiritual form, swarupa, render service to um, Radha and Krishna. Shriman Sarsaram Vimsiyodharastaka Karshana Venar Suner Gopir Gopinada Sristana. So the deity Prayojana, the deity for Prayojana is a Radha Madan. So after offering obeisances to these, um, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, um, he establishes that he is a when Radha and Krishna come together, it is Lord Chaitanya. Then Lord Chaitanya comes with his associates. He comes with his associates. Then he introduces Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, um, संकर्षण कारण तोय साई गर्भोद साई चापय बिसाई शेष इस्यां सकलास नित्य नंदा के नाम शरणमस्तु नित्यानंद नाम शरण. So sankarsana, all the three Vishnus, Mahavishnu, Garabha Sai Vishnu, Kshira Sai Vishnu, and these three Vishnus, Sankarsana and Sesha, five. Nityananda Prabhu is the origin of that. So Balram himself, Nityananda Prabhu, and he elaborates that later. But that's how he introduces Nityananda Prabhu, and offers prayers to Nityananda Prabhu. Then the Vishnu Tattva, is Advaitacharya. Advaitam Harinadvaitam, Acharyam Bhakti Samsanad, Bhaktavadaram Ishantam, Advaitacharya Masre. Because Advaitacharya is Hari, not different from Hari. Hari is Advaita. But he has come to preach the process of bhakti is called Acharya. So Advaita Acharya. And the very important thing, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, you should all do this one application. What he does, he is actually commencing a very huge literary task in his very advanced age. So all the devotees, when they went to Madan Mohanji, so who should undertake this writing of Chaitanya Charitamrita? So when the devotees unanimously chose Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the garland of Madan Mohan fell down, and Pujari brought that garland and placed it around his neck. So he was very old, you know, but he agreed. He agreed to do this. So for that reason, he's telling, what is that? ग्रंथेरारंभ करी मंगल चरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनरा स्मरण. So if we commence anything, you're starting any project, we should do this. Mangalacharan. So we seek the blessings of Guru, Vaishnava, and Bhagavan. Very important. We seek the blessings of Guru, we seek the blessings of devotees, and we seek the blessings of Bhagavan. It's very important. So what happens when we seek the blessings? If you think you are everything, then it doesn't work. One gentleman told me, so many companies in America, big companies, $1 billion companies also, their lifespan is only 25 years. Their lifespan is only 25 years. Why? They have some good karma, but eventually, what happens? We all do mistakes. Then what happens? That good karma erodes, and everything goes into oblivion. So, if one thing we have to sustain, we need this. Then what is that he says? Tinir smarana hoi meghna vinashana anayase haya nija vanchita purna. So if we do this, then what happens? Our obstacles will be destroyed and our desires are fulfilled. Our obstacles are destroyed and our desires are fulfilled. So very important. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is not telling, hey, look, I am the disciple of Raghunath Das Goswami, and I'm the actually sorry, I'm the disciple of Raghunath Das Goswami. I have blessings from Radha Madan Mohan. I don't care. He didn't say that. What he's telling, I need the blessings of a devotee. Every devotee. So I told, right, there's six topics, you know, there's there's the six topics that are discussed in first chapter is what is that? The six manifestations of Lord Chaitanya, who is actually Krishna himself, who descended as an incarnation in Kali Yuga. Actually, also not different from Radha and Krishna, as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami establishes, and he has descended to, descended to release the mood of a devotee, Srimad Radharani. Vande Guru Nishamaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasam Se Tat Sakti Krishna Chaitanya Sanjikam. So this our offering obeisances to the Guru and Vaishnavas and devotees, very important. Krishna, of course. Krishna, Guru, devotees, and Krishna, they will remove all the obstacles and they will fulfill our desires. So, what are the six manifestations? The first one is manifestations of Lord Chaitanya. The first one is spiritual masters. You know, so Nityanand, the spiritual master is two types: Saksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Chaitanya Charitamrita says they're non-different. Saksha Guru and Diksha Guru non-different. They're one and the same. In the sense, Diksha Guru takes, initiates the disciple. Saksha Guru trains the disciple. you know so what is the goal is to go back to Godhead. This is for those people. I have realized, I have understood theoretically, I am not the body but a spirit soul, and if I perform bhakti, sincerely take up the process and cleanse our heart, take the shelter of a guru, bona fide guru, under his guidance I want to practice bhakti, and I want to go back to Godhead. Prabhupada is giving an alternative, wonderful alternative in today's chaotic condition. Somebody said every 1920, some epidemic, some pandemic came. 1820. So this is not new. That is, it's coming. But how do we respond to it? We have no control on what is happening outside. We have control on two things: our body and mind. So, what is that? World always looks for alternatives. Scientists sometimes they show alternatives. Transport is a problem. All right, automobile. Darkness is a problem. A bulb. You know, Grocery store is a problem. Walmart or Target. Cycle of birth and death is a problem. Prabhupada as a spiritual scientist is going back to Godhead. It's an alternate. It's a perfect div, devised alternative by Supreme Lord Himself. Especially Lord Chaitanya came for that purpose. People who will purchase it, they become serious. So the Diksha, the Gurus, for those people whose goal is back to Godhead, whose goal is attain the love of God, Nityananda Prabhu and six Goswamis, six Goswamis of Vrindavan, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions. And the Isha Bhaktan, the devotees, Srivas Thakur and other devotees, and Ishavadarakan, the incarnations, Advaita Charya, and Tat Sakti, Gadadhar Pandit, and Damodar, Jagadananda, the energies, you know. So, um, what should be the goal of the devotees? Pure bhakti, not mixed bhakti. It's very important, you know. So, with that being said, the six manifestations are discussed. The first one is Guru. What is the first one? Guru. So, Guru is actually um, dear to Krishna, servant of Krishna, and plenary manifestation of the Krishna. Hare Krishna. And Guru is Krishna's representative. So, Krishna knew to train the conditioned soul, the jivas, us. He comes externally, he manifests externally as Guru, internally as internally as Paramatma, and he trains the jiva, you know. So Guru is needed, especially Guru from a very bona fide sampradaya. We are very bona fide sampradaya, Brahma Madhya Gaudi sampradaya, you know. So Guru, he gives the knowledge. He gives the knowledge. And if you to understand Lord Chaitanya came, what no other incarnation has done, Lord Chaitanya came to give that. What is that? Krishna Prema. And enough is enough. Let us go back home, back to Godhead. Like parents, father and mother, they take the children to beach. There, the children they play. The father and mother they're talking, but they're watching the children. These children, what they're doing, they in the sand, they build the castles like this, and they put their hand from underneath one. This boy puts the hand underneath from. Hey, Hatmila, Haribo, we build the castle past 2 hours, and parents say, once the parents see all these things, okay. You know, Once it becomes like a little dark. Parents, enough, chalo, we'll go home. Like we play childhood, we have this game, business. You have a credit card, you have paper dollars, you buy post office, you buy different airports, and when somebody gets into that, you ask them to pay money. How long? After some time, you get bored. Game is over. So likewise, we'll play, and once parents say, or suddenly a wave comes and crashes our whatever castles we have made with sand. The children they become upset. The parents say that's okay, you make another one. How long? Until it becomes evening. Then parents say go, chalo, we'll घर जाएंगे वापस. So likewise, we are stuck in the cycle of birth and death for very long time. Every lifetime, if it's a human life, 60, 70 years. If it is a tiny insect, maybe 2, 3 days. In the 2, 3 days, we take birth. Especially take a mosquito. Mosquito first day takes birth and goes to school. How to suck the blood. Second day finds a girlfriend. Marriage. and starts giving birth to so many unlimited mosquitoes. And the first day night goes and sucks so much blood. Second day night sucks blood. Third day it starts becoming weak. But by this time, his children, his or her children, they grew in probably 100 to 300. That is his happiness. Fourth day, he dies. Out of 100 mosquitoes, 20 mosquitoes surround the dad and, say bye to him. And other mosquitoes must have gone to suck the blood. 4 days, it's done. So, we are stuck in that cycle of birth and death. So, Lord Chaitanya, and that's why Lord Chaitanya has chosen Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Tadama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidapasana Vrajvadu Vargena Yakalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Purana Mamalam Prema Pamarto Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatra Taruna Para. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself descended in the age of Kali Yuga. So he is telling who is the Supreme Lord? Is Brahman? Said a bodily effulgence. Paramatma localized. But Bhagavan, yes. Which Bhagavan? The sweetest form of Bhagavan. Krishna Tattva is also very difficult to understand. The sweetest form of Bhagavan is a Vrajeshatanaya. Nanda Maharaj, Nandanandan Krishna. The Supreme Lord is full in himself, in his dham. The dham of Vrindavanam. So there's Nandanandan Krishna Krishna in Vrindavan. And what is the worship? Ramya Kachidapasana Vrajvadu. The way gopis worshipped him. That is the topmost worship. Narada Muni concludes, you know, in Narada Bhakti Sutra. What is that? Yatha Vraja Gopikanam. If you want to bhakti, para bhakti, there is nobody higher than gopis. So, but you need a scripture to follow. Srimad Bhagavatam, Purana Mamalam. So, because Bhagavatam rejects all the cheating religion, somebody goes to, somebody worships God out of fear. If you don't worship, you'll go to hell eternally. Or somebody that's worship, but out in the mode of fear. Somebody worships God out of desire. Give me green card, give me citizenship, give me money, this, give me health, job, F1 to H1, H1 to green card, desire. Or somebody worships God out of duty. But the highest is fourth one, somebody worships God out of love. That is Bhagavatam. It rejects dharma projitikaita patra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. It rejects all the cheating reasons. So Bhagavatam, this Chatusloki Bhagavatam, it is mentioned by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. What is that? What is absolute truth? Chatusloki Bhagavatam mentioned says that one is Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead and is a transcendental, not material. Day in, day out, or first day to last day, Krishna when he descends, is transcendental. Nothing to do with gentle. It's not divyam, not material, spiritual. Krishna is spiritual. Janma karma cha me divyam. Krishna Arjuna, my birth and my activities, they are transcendental. They have nothing. There is no tinge of material world. There is no connection with material world. Though it happens, I show it, in the material world. Divyam, they are transcendental. If you understand this one fact, you don't have to take birth again. Wow. Naiti mameti. Tyaktva deham punarjanmana iti. No, you don't need to take birth again. Just by understanding Krishna's birth and activities are spiritual. They happen under the influence of internal potency. Divyam. You will not take birth again. One time one devotee asked, what does it mean? I know. So Krishna's birth and activities are divyam. So I will not take birth again. I wish the answer is yes. Then we'll have a relief. Answer is you have to realize it. You have to realize it. So this Chatushloki Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna is a transcendental, spiritual. And Krishna is a totally detached from the working of Maya. Though Maya, Mam Maya, Krishna says, my energy. But Krishna doesn't come in contact with his energy. You know, Krishna doesn't come in contact with his energy. Like the owner runs a restaurant, but he is neither in the kitchen nor in the nor in the cash counter, nor he in the what is that, the dining hall and the restaurant, but the money goes to him. He'll be sitting somewhere watching little bit here and there in all his cell phone. The entire thing happening in the restaurant, you know. So sometimes the owner maintains 600 restaurants, but he sits in his home and and he talks to, he has managers working. So likewise, Krishna has employed his mental energy, but Krishna is totally detached from his this mental energy. Aham evasam evagre nanyat yadsad asat param पश्चादहं यदेच्छा यदेत पश्चादहं हम यदेच्छाता यो वसिष्येत सुस्म्यहम् पश्चादहं यदेच्छाता यो वसिष्येत सुस्म्यहम्. So Arjuna, this mental manifestation I create, I maintain, and after its destruction also I am there. Means I am aloof from this. And but we, though we are part and parcel of Krishna, because of our tiny existence, we are prone to Maya. Very important to understand. Though we are part and parcel of Krishna, though we are simultaneously one with Krishna. Krishna is Sachidananda, we are Sachidananda. Qualitatively, we are one with Krishna. But Krishna, you know, we are tiny, infinitesimal. Krishna is infinite. So, for that reason, we are prone to fall into the web of Maya. So we are one with Krishna qualitatively, quantity we are different. So Krishna is one with the mental energy is also different. This is what's called achintya. It is a philosophy postulated by Lord Chaitanya. Simultaneously one with and different from. Achintya bheda abheda tattva. You know, the philosophy of simultaneous oneness and difference. And so we come under the purview of Maya because of our tiny existence. And we can come out, this is the point, we can come out when we take shelter of a guru and a bona fide spiritual master. Under his guidance, when we do sadhana, we can come out of the bondage and we can go back to Krishna. This is the Lord Chaitanya's missionary activity. What is that? Give a process, send the spiritual masters and bring all the jivas back to spiritual world. So Guru, two, instructing spiritual master, initiating spiritual master. A tiny story. What is that? Bilamangala Thakur. Bilamangala Thakur lived in Vrindavan, Brahmakund, even it's there even today, Brahmakund. Very wonderful story. We are not discussing it today. But Chintamani instructed him. But his guru is Somgiri. So Prabhupada writes, Bilamangala Thakur entered into the pastimes of Krishna. He lived 700 years. You know. So Bilamangala Thakur says, what a story, huh? If you hear Bilamangala Thakur, even it gives a hope, it gives hope. Even anybody who is fallen, I'm like, actually, I'm very fallen. He is very fallen. But what he did, he realized his mistake and went back and did intense tapasya. Prabhupada says 700 he lived. And Krishna would come and give him milk every day. Krishna doesn't care what happened yesterday to you. If you are sincere today, my Lord, please help me. Krishna helps. That is Krishna. Every day would come and bring milk. Krishna would come and bring milk. And Bilamangala Thakur is, he attained perfection. He attained perfection and Bilamangala Thakur, Bhaktistaya Bhagavan Stiratara Yadishyat. If only you perform bhakti sincerely, Stiratara, steadily, Daivena, and Daivena is Murti, Divya Kishore Murti. That 16-year-old boy will come. And Krishna means what? A reservoir of pleasure, a reservoir of happiness. If you are with Krishna, he'll give you that happiness. Unlimited happiness. I have this loving exchanges. Minute to minute, they are different. Prabhupada says variety. Happiness means there should be variety. Oh, if the same thing every day, first day gulab jamun you'll appreciate, second day, every third day, boring. Not every day, every minute there is a variety. There is no boring. So I'm exchanging these unlimited loving exchanges with a 16-year-old boy. Kaishora means adolescence. And he's so beautiful. And I'm so busy enjoying. And if you're enjoying, you'll be happy. No, you want more, more, more. But recently one lady came. I asked, what is your name? She said, my sir, my name is Mukti. I give liberation. I have three more maid servants. This lady, you know, religiosity, dharma, piety. And this lady, she gives all the money you want. This lady, any sense gratification you want, she'll give. And myself, I'll give liberation also. So, hey, look, I don't want to waste my time. Mukti, what is that? Daivena Divya Kishore Murti. Mukti Mukulitanjala Sevate Asmat. So that Mukti Kanta is coming and folding her hands. And what can I do, sir? Prabhupada says that. And at the same time, she is telling Dharmartha Kama Samaya Gatya Pratishta. These ladies of Dharma Artha Kama, we are at your doorstep waiting to serve you. In other words, if you become a devotee of Krishna, if you attain the love of God, these four Purusharthas, Dharmartha Kama Moksha, they are the maid servants. Velamangala Thakur says, look, I'm not interested to look at you. Why? I have a higher pleasure. I am with the reservoir of pleasure. I don't want to waste my time looking at you. So, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says, Bhakti is the highest. There is nothing higher than that. So Bhakti process means Shraddha to Prema. If you are sincere, you will meet devotees and they'll give you a process of chanting the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and you will attain the perfection. You'll eventually attain Prema, stay in the boat. But for that, what we have to do? Avoid the bad association. Avoid the association of materialists. Avoid association of people who are attracted to opposite sex. Stri Sangi. And always associate with the devotees. Sadam prasanga mamvirya samvadu bhavanti hritkarna rasvayana kada tadjoshna dasvapavargavartmani sraddha bhakti rati anukramshyati. Stay in the association of devotees. Then what happens? You discuss. Narad Muni, same thing happened. He associated with Bhaktivedanta's pure devotees. And he heard their discussions. So when we stay in the association of devotees and hear Krishna Katha, not Karuna Katha, so we get that message on the screen anywhere. But when you come and meet devotees, we get to hear Krishna. His name, his form, his qualities, his stories, his leelas, pastimes. Then what happens? Shraddha, we develop faith. Rati, we develop attraction towards Krishna. We realize Krishna is not a theoretical theory, but Krishna is a practical reality. Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti. You see devotion sprouting in your heart. Hare Krishna. So the point is, what is it? The point is the guru. So gurus, what is it? One is initiating and another is instructing. But we need devotees. So devotees, what they do? They talk about Krishna. They talk about the qualities of Krishna. They talk about the qualities of Krishna. We chant the name of Krishna. We discuss his form of Krishna. It is a form of Krishna and his pastimes of Krishna. And in their association, what happens? We stay. We develop attraction. We slowly but steadily we become convinced of the reality of Krishna. So devotees are two types. Mahabhagavad devotees, the Parishads, and beginners, sadhakas, right? Then the third one is incarnations. I told that the 6 months are decks. Incarnations are, partial incarnations like Purushas and Matsya. Amsavataras. Example is Matsya. Gunavataras. Who are Gunavataras? Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. The first canto, third chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam. Brahma is a Gunavatar in the mode of Rajogun, creation. Vishnu in the incarnation for goodness, Sattvagun. And Lord Shiva is a incarnation in the mode of Tamogun. That's why destruction. Shaktavesh avatar. So Amsavatar, Gunavatar, and Shaktavesh avatar. 3 types of incarnation. Best example for Shaktavesh is Prithu Maharaj and Vyasadeva. And what about Krishna's expansions? The fourth topic. Krishna's expansions, there are 2 types. Prakas and Vilasa. Krishna Tattva is very deep. It goes very deep. So, anyways, Krishnadas Karaj Goswami is just touching it. Prakasa. Krishna's expansions are Prakasa. Prakas and Vilas. What is Prakas and Vilas? Krishna, during Rasalila, Krishna expanded, between 2 gopis, Krishna is present. Krishna is present. Next to every gopi, Krishna was present. Unlimited gopis, unlimited Krishnas. They're all alike. When Krishna expands and his features are same Krishna equal features, it is called Prakash. But when Krishna expands and with different features, that's called Vilas. So Narayan, Balram, and Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Vasudeva, they look slightly different from Krishna. They're called Vilas expansion. And the energies, Krishna's energies, or what is that? Lakshmis. The Vaikuntha Lakshmis. Vaikuntha Lakshmis are all the goddess of fortune in Vaikuntha. They are one energy. Then second thing, queens of Dwaraka. They are one. And gopis of Vrindavan. They are one. These 3 categories. Now, these are all, of course, Radharani's internal energy, Radharani's expansions. And these are the, they are, so these are the 3 energies. And the 6th one is Supreme Lord himself. Then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami glorifies Lord Chaitanya. One day Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Gaudodeya Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tamonudo. So Lord Chaitanya, he descended, Krishna himself descended with his brother Balram. They have, like the sun and moon, we appeared on the horizon. You don't see sun and moon appearing at the same time. But here, they have appeared in the horizon. And they have appeared, for the deliverance of people of Kali Yuga. And Lord Chaitanya, he didn't appear alone, so that his associates, Panchatattva Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakam Bhaktakam Namaya Bhakta Shaktikam. So Panchatattva, they descended. So today is little philosophical, but it's important. We discussed, the Lord Chaitanya appeared in 5 features, So he appeared in the form of a devotee, Bhakta Rupa. Swarupakam, Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Swarupa, his expansion. And his incarnation, Advaitacharya, is Hari himself, Vishnu. And um, devotees, Shiva's explanation, no? Narad Muni incarnate. And Bhakta Shakti, Gadadhar Pandit, you know. So, in these five features, and what is that? That's what it's called Tattva, Pancha Tattva. So, today, actually, uh, what we discussed, the six topics, you know, we discussed, mm, Radha and Krishna. For Krishna is first of all, um, God means the Brahman is the bodily effulgence of the Supreme Krishna, and Paramatma is his localized feature. Bhagavan, Krishna himself is the Bhagavan, the fullest manifestation of God, Bhagavan, who has a Brahman as his bodily effulgence and a Paramatma as his localized feature. That Krishna had descended in this age of Kali Yuga, as Lord Chaitanya. But again, another thing is Radha and Krishna, they are together. They are separate eternally, they are together eternally. When they are together, it is Lord Chaitanya. When they are separated, Radha and Krishna. So Krishna came to relish the mood of a devotee Radharani. No? So because Radharani color is golden, Lord Chaitanya is golden, but actually is Krishna himself. So after glorifying Advaitacharya and Nityananda Prabhu, the six manifestations of Lord Chaitanya are discussed in the first chapter. One is the spiritual masters, Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Krishna, they're non-different. And Krishna comes to, Krishna externally Krishna comes as Guru and internally as Paramatma to train the Jiva. And the second manifestation devotees, begin, Mahabhagavad devotees, and I mean advanced devotees and sadhakas. Third, Krishna's incarnations, we discuss it today, like partial, like Amsa, like Matsya, and Gunavatar, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva Gunavataras, and Shaktavesh, Maharaj Prithu, and Vyasadev, their Shaktavesh. And we saw, what is it? Uh, Potencies, the Lakshmis, sorry, the plenary portions. Krishna has two types of plenary portion. Krishna plenary portions, you know, uh, Prakash Vigraha means, like Krishna expanded into 16,000, 16,000 forms to marry 16,000, you know, this princess. So they're all called Prakash. So similarly, during Rasalila, you know, you know, uh, that many number of gopis are there. Krishna explained to that many forms. Krishna explained to that many forms as the number of gopis. They're all Prakasa forms, same features, no change. Same peacock feather position, same turban, same cloth, same everything same. But every gopi is singing Krishna next to me. That's called Prakash Vigraha. And Vilas means Krishna expands into Baldev, Narayan, Sankarshan Pradyumna and Vasudeva. That's Vilas. Slight difference in features. And potencies, the Lakshmis in Vaikuntha and Dwarga key queens and the gopis of Vrindavan. They are the energies. And the Supreme Lord, fountainhead of all incarnations, Krishna, has descended as Lord Chaitanya. This is what we have discussed today. And this is a tiny introduction. Um, first 13 chapters, it's more about little tattva. Then we go into the Leela. If I've spoken anything wrong because of my uh, inability or because of my ignorance or foolishness, do excuse me. But to my request, please continue because Chaitanya Charitamrita is a nectar. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami takes so many verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, to support his, to enrich the flavor of Chaitanya Charitamrita. I neither have no qualification. I mean, I neither have qualification nor do I have any realization. I mean, I have no qualification nor do I have any realization. But please, very grateful that you have joined, and so eventually we'll start the activities, the leelas, but initially it's tattva. You know, thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Little late, but very grateful. Um, because it's late, no question or comment. Hare Krishna. We'll end it today. You know, tomorrow we can join, and uh, we'll continue tomorrow same time.